Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Q, and I am back for another video. Okay, so what I want to talk to you guys about today is why I'm not changing my name. So, to give you guys a little bit of context to this topic, basically, trans people when they go through a name change, as they transition, they usually go through a name change, and for the most part, it's always like it's a name. It's a more feminine name to kind of match their feminine aesthetic, which also goes along with who they are. So names are very important to a lot of trans people, just because it depends on what you want to do. I guess if you want to work, well, when you work, you would like to be seen as this, and if you have a name as far as like Robert, I'm not trying to sound problematic or anything like that, but if you have a name Robert, you will be clocked, and some people don't really care about being clocked or whatever, and it doesn't really matter. But in some senses, when it can kind of affect your money, getting the bills paid, like you care because you can lose your job, you can be hurt, you can be this. Things can happen to you that aren't the best because you are clocked. And if you have a certain name, it doesn't really help. Um, so a lot of people change their name. They go through this transition and they change their name from, you know, Demarcus, fucking no, to Sarah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? Or to Quisha Valentino. No shade, no shade. But I'm just saying, like, they change their names to certain things that kind of match who they are as an individual, how they look aesthetically, and how they feel. So me personally, I don't feel the need to kind of change my name because one, my name is Quinn. It's a unisex name, but also this name has been there through thick and thin, honey. Like, nah, no, seriously though, my name has just been there for so long for me personally because I just been through so much, and even before I even knew who I was, before I figured out anything, I feel like Quinn was me. Quinn was me for me. If that, I don't know if that makes any sense. It probably does not make any sense, but it makes sense to me, so I'm gonna keep going. Um, Quinn means strong, and for me, I feel like that kind of resonated with me because I didn't really know anything about myself. I didn't know anything, and I went through so much because I didn't know who I was. But I knew one thing: I knew that I was strong, and I feel like without that kind of affirmation, I would have really went through a lot of like bullshit, like a lot more than I already went through. So when I found out what Quinn meant, like it was one day, I was a kid, I just didn't know what my name meant, you know, but I just looked it up and I just found, that it meant this. It was Irish and it meant strong. Now my parents have a whole other story for it. Like that's a whole other conversation. But my parents had a whole other story for the name. But me, Quinn, for me was something that really kind of sat with me and kind of helped me grow into the person I am now, which is not perfect, but it still helped me get to this place. So I really don't kind of find the need to kind of necessarily change my name. Now, if my name was, Joseph, I may kind of rethink that. Even though Joseph has been there for me, da, 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 da. This name has been there. It's my marker. It's my name. This is me. It would have been difficult for me, but I would have just changed my name, to be honest. But I really don't feel a need to change my name because not only is my name not on the masculine side, and it's not necessarily completely on the feminine side, and I feel like that kind of defines me as my expression, my gender expression. Now, I do. This is a whole other conversation, but I just wanted to kind of throw this out there. Even though I am trans, I am a trans woman, but the way I dress may kind of be more on the androgynous side. Not now with this shirt and this, like, I don't know, shit, I don't know. Everybody has their own opinions about how I dress. Some people think I give off lesbian, or some people think this all sounds problematic. This all is very problematic. But I'm just here to kind of talk about my name. So back to my name. I digress. Um, But yeah, I feel like my name is something that's really important to me, and I don't really feel a need to kind of change it. And it kind of goes against the whole problematic, well, the how things can be seen, how things can become problematic with the whole transition thing. So like some people, matter of fact, when we see someone transition, like television wise, we kind of expect them to drop their name, become a new person, drop these values, and just find themselves, just like Caitlyn Jenner, you know. And that's nothing bad to Caitlyn Jenner, but you see her name was Bruce Jenner. She changed her name to this to kind of fit this aesthetic. And then throughout that show, she was finding herself and figuring out who she was and her little path and her like how she navigated, how she chose to navigate, etc. And you know, everyone's story is different. Now, with my transition, I feel like my name is me. I am going to be the same person regardless. Hormones, no matter how they may affect how I think about certain things or how I break certain things down, I'm still going to be Quinn. I'm still going to be the same person. I just want things to kind of match for me and how I navigate. I want all that to kind of coincide with one another. But my name is not something that's very important to me as far as changing it. Now I want to keep it, and that's it. I don't know. I just think it just can sound so problematic sometimes. You know, when people want to go through that whole process of feeling like they have to change their name, and that kind of goes into the culture as well. The whole trans community culture. A lot of people change their name. Um, yeah. I don't know. I don't feel the need to change my name, so I'm probably not. But everybody else's story is different. So yeah. If you guys, what do you guys think about this? This whole name change thing. You know, whether you're trans or not, just what do you think as far as that? Like some people may not even overthink it at all, but some people do. So let me guys know what you think in the boxes below. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Till next time, guys. Remember, always stay true and unapologetically you. Bye.